So I'm continuing to think about the self-centered thought and how it destroys happiness in my own life. And the last time I spoke about my self-centered thought as a party pooper par excellence. And what I found myself wanting to explore a little bit after I spoke the last time is that I said that the self-centered thought really destroys my joy. And the definition of joy, at least in the Buddhist worldview, is to take delight in any type of virtue. And so what I found is wanting to figure out what is it about my particular self-centered thought, that self-grasping, ignorance drives it, is what is it about joy that I can't hold on to? And looking over my life, I've had one or two instances in my life where people have actually said to me, you know, you have a hard time experiencing joy. And I see joy as kind of an external thing and an internal thing. There's a perfection in the Dharma called joyous effort, which is taking delight in virtue, and for me it seems to be a very external thing. There's this delight in benefiting others, there's just this delight in practicing, there's this delight in serving my teacher, there's a delight in taking care of small living beings that are very fragile and delicate. And then there's this internal experience that I really can't quite put my finger on to describe it. It doesn't have the feeling like happiness. Happiness has got this lightness and it really wants to engage the world, at least from my side. I want to engage, I want to communicate, I want to really be in the world in a particular way. Joy for me, on the other hand, has more of an internal experience, and it's about, and as Venerable Tenzin Palmo said it, that it is one of the qualities, one of the states of mind that is absolutely crucial for the path. The Buddha had said that over and over again. Without any joy, we will never be able to sustain our practice through the difficult times, through the dry times. There'll be a lot of resistance and a not wanting to. And so for me, I'm trying to explore how to cultivate joy in my life to where it gives me a sense of strength. It gives me a strength of empowering my own practice. It's about celebrating my own virtue, celebrating my own accomplishments. And this is a little bit different than rejoicing, because rejoicing for me still, once again, has a much more uplifted external type of experience to it. Joy feels very internal, almost very private, very personal. And it's the kind of thing that I share in relationship to the Buddha and perhaps to my spiritual teacher. It has, for me, my sense is that it connects with my own potential. It connects with my own Buddha nature. It connects with my own resiliency, pliancy, strength. It almost has this sense that it encapsulates all of my virtuous qualities into a bodily experience, a mind experience that's very strong and very strengthening. And I found that the self-centered thought minimizes these virtuous states of mind. And for me, for the most part of my life, I haven't experienced a lot of joy, because my self-centered thought tends to minimize my happy, joyful, beneficial experiences, and it maximizes the smallest miscommunication. If somebody's not quite doing something the way that I want, it so quickly finds fault that it maximizes the small idiosyncrasies, the small imperfections in myself and others, but it minimizes the things that are most important as far as sustaining my practice. And so one of the commitments that as I'm going through this continual healing process, is to become more in touch with my strengths, more in touch with this positive potential, this Buddha potential within myself, because I think that it'll not only help me sustain my practice, but when it comes for admonishment and feedback and criticism from others and from my teacher, both in ways that are not skillful and also those ways that are most beneficial, I think the joy will help me to hold myself easily and clearly, so that whatever comes to me gets received in an open-hearted sort of way rather than a very reaction-based sort of way. So I think joy has a lot of responsiveness to it, but it starts for me on the inside. It strengthens my relationship to my own virtuous qualities, my own path. And from there, I think that the generating of bodhicitta, the benefiting of seeing the kindness of others and wanting to repay the kindness, I think they will be sort of the natural result or the impulse, because I will be so content and so stable and so confident in my own capacity that I will be more than willing to extend myself to others. So that's what I'm going for.